Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Talib, your reliable realtor in Dubai, and today I'm going to take you inside Grand Polo, which is the newest master community by Emaar, and more specifically I'm going to talk about a new launch, a new cluster, Chevalia Estate. But before I do that, it's very important to know why this community is so special, because this is not just any luxury villa community. This is where it gets better, because this is offering you a proper polo lifestyle. So mind you, in Dubai we only have two polo villa communities. So one is by Emaar called Arabian Ranches, and we have Al Habtoor. Both are 10 plus year old communities, and this is the only community in the whole world after Argentina, UK and USA which has the polo fields right at the center, and those communities in US, UK and Argentina are 20-year-old communities.
Enter a world shaped by equestrian passion, where the love for horses thrives. An elegant villa collection with heritage and luxuries in every direction. Marvelous stables, an exclusive clubhouse and lush linear park. Here, life unfolds with serene grace. The elegance and free spirit of horses, captured in homes built for quintessential living. A sanctuary offering curated moments of rarity, designed to harmonize nature and leisure. Chevalia Estate 2.
Let me start with the bigger picture and right from the beginning. So basically earlier this year, Emaar launched this master community called Grand Polo. This is basically a 60 million square feet of community, way big in size, and the most important thing is out of that 60 million square feet, approximately 1.5 million square meter, which is about 17 million square feet, is the open and green space. This space alone is big enough to accommodate another new master community. So that is the level at which they are making Grand Polo Resort. So very important thing that I want your attention is that what happened to begin with. All right, so when Emaar launched the first phase, they were supposed to launch only two clusters, these two, Chevalia Estate and Chevalia Field. But because of so much of demand, because of an overwhelming response, they launched 5 clusters in phase 1. So this was Montura 1, 2 and 3, and these two on the polo field. So because of the massive demand, they have to launch 5 clusters, not just 2. Everything sold out in matter of minutes. Approximately 1,000 units were sold in matter of minutes. After that, in June, they launched another cluster called Silvera, which were at the outer ring of the community. These were semi-detached and detached villas. The starting prices were 6.2 million. This was Silvera 1. Then they launched Silvera 2 shortly. Prices were slightly increased, again approximately 6.3 million. In July and August, they launched these two clusters, Silvera 3 and 4. And from 6.2 the prices increased to 6.49. So for now, as you can see, this is the entire master plan of Grand Polo. A total of 22 clusters. So far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and these 4 are sold out. So we have already sold out 9 clusters. Now, most important, what is coming up now? This cluster that you see over here is called Chevalia Estate 2. That's the one we are launching for now. And another important thing for you to consider is that in total we only have 6 clusters which will be going to be on the polo field, right on the polo field. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 clusters on the polo field was sold in phase 1. One, as we speak, is on sale right now, and 3 more to come. So that tells us a lot about what kind of demand will be in the market once this is also sold out, because this cluster has only about 120 units. Very limited inventory. In next subsequent clusters, the price will increase more. So now I want your attention to Chevalia Estate 2 again. This is the cluster that we are referring to. we are going to have 120 units, only villas, no townhouses. So we are going to have 4-bedroom luxury villas, we are going to have 5-bedroom ultra luxury, and then 5-bedroom equestrian villas. Very, very important thing for you to see is where this cluster is located. As I said, only 6 clusters in entire master plan of 22 clusters, which will be right on the polo field. These are polo fields. We all know Grand Polo has 3 polo fields, jumping area. This is the stable, one of the marvels, I would say, that a modern day marvel, because everything related to horse training, stable is underground, because there were a lot of issues in existing polo communities. People used to complain about the smell, horse smell. So to address these issues, this time they have made everything for horses underground. But I have come across a lot of people telling they don't, because horse lovers are like, they don't care about the smell. But but because if you are an investor, you do care about it. Then this is your clubhouse. So this cluster overlooking the stable, polo field, and the clubhouse with 120 units, 4, 5 and 5-bedroom equestrian villas. Okay, in terms of sizes and prices, the 4-bedroom is starting at around 7.88 million. The sizes, the built-up area will be approximately 4,168. Now you got to understand and compare what happened in the earlier phases. Here the prices were 7.2 million for a property similar in size, a 4-bedroom. So the property prices have already increased there. So with subsequent launches like here and here, you will see 5%, a minimum 5% price jump from here. Then we have got 5-bedroom, ultra luxury villa, exclusive 24 units. The starting price is 10,030,000. Okay, the built-up area will be approximately 5,794 square feet. Let me take you to the floor plan. Actually, that will give you a much better idea. So that's the 5-bedroom luxury villa. Average plot area will be 6,057 square feet. Average built-up will be 5,046 square feet. This is the jewel in the crown, the biggest 5-bedroom equestrian villa, which will be right towards the polo field. And this is going to cost you approximately 18 million dirham for an average plot size of 9,149 square feet with a built-up of 8,635. So this is about the sizes and the pricing. But believe me, this community is more than prices and sizes. When we talk about polo, this is lifestyle. And I want to show you something very interesting that Emaar shared with us yesterday. Who are the buyers in this community? We all know Arabs, locals love horses. This is the stats that you should definitely look into. Number 1 buyers, India. So because of the rarity, because of how rare these polo communities are, people are like rushing. And when Emaar announced the Grand Polo community, everybody in Dubai was working on this project. So Indians are at the top when it comes to the buying. People from UK buying, Chinese are buying, and of course locals love horses. They love these communities. And Dominica, surprisingly, people from Canada, Iran, United States and Jordan, so these people are buying these villas. So this is I would say, again, this is a very limited opportunity. Property of this kind is extremely rare. Another important thing you got to see, that out of all the units, 62% are the people who are staying inside UAE are buying, and 38% people are buying from outside the country. That's a very interesting number, and this is very high. 38% people are buying from outside. Okay, so before I sum up, it is very important to understand location one last time. Okay, so this is, we all know, the Emirates Road or E611. This is where all the action is happening, which is called Al Maktoum International Airport, which as we speak is being built at a cost of $35 billion. Once completed, this airport alone will have a passenger capacity of 260 million passengers using the airport annually. It is going to have 500 parallel gates. It is going to create so much demand in terms of job. Then an estimated 500 new jobs will be created by the airport alone. And as Mr. Sheikh Mohammed, His Highness, said this is going to create a massive demand for housing in the area. In excess of 1 million houses will be needed. So that is just one part of it. Dubai South is more to it. This is where the Expo City is. So basically our community is right next to major road. This is Expo Road, this is E61 or the Emirates Road. So in terms of location, yes, because Dubai South is going to be a city within the city. So in terms of location, this is where, you know, all the infrastructure will be built around Dubai South. Your neighboring community is another excellent, you know, exclusive Emaar community, the Oasis. So in terms of commute time, you are 10 minutes away from Al Maktoum International Airport, 35 minutes from downtown, and probably 20 minutes from Dubai Hill State. The most important thing before I sum up, the payment plan as always with Emaar is 80-20. You pay 10% on booking, you pay 10% after 4 months by the end of 2025, and same way you pay 20% every year. So 26, 27, 28, you pay 20% in 2 installment of 10% each. EOI amount, what is the minimum that you need to put to make sure that you get the unit? So these figure are 500,000 for a 4-bedroom luxury villa, 1 million if you are looking to buy a 5-bedroom ultra luxury, and for 5-bedroom equestrian luxury villa 1.5 million is the minimum EOI or the token amount that you need to submit to Emaar. So the allocation is expected anytime soon, maybe Monday or Tuesday. You have to act really quick. The number of units, which are 120, is extremely low. People who had invested, another important thing for people who know what is the kind of demand in the secondary market. If you go to property portals such as Bayut or Property Finder and check what is the availability in, let's say, Polo, by Arabian Ranches or Haptur, this is extremely, you will only find about 14-15 listings, meaning people are not very willing to let their property go and sell it. So that is another opportunity. We are still only halfway when it comes to the Grand Polo. After this, 12 more clusters will come, and knowing Emaar, with every new cluster the prices will increase by 5%. Here is your chance, because you are right at the mid. Yes, you have missed the boat in the first phase, but you are still halfway stage. By the time last phase will come, and of course not to forget, you are at the center, you are right at the polo field. So if you are interested to book your unit, if you want to know more, discuss the floor plan in details, you can give me a call. My number will be there on the screen and also in the description below. And hope you like it. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.